share, repair and get some fresh air. Just brought out a little bit of mending to do. I thought I'd try to do the repair and get some fresh air all in one go. Feed two birds with one seed, as the saying should maybe go. So I've brought out an old pair of walking socks. These are much loved dead stock, or leftover stock maybe I should say, from a British Antarctic Survey expedition. So a friend very kindly gave them to me and I've been using them ever since. They're my cosiest pair of winter walking socks. Unfortunately beloved by clothes moths as much as they are beloved by me. So yeah, just trying to darn some holes and quite enjoying doing a little visible repair rather than making it sort of completely invisible, kind of showing the wear and tear of the garment, because obviously it means that, you know, the garment's been used and loved. Each time I do a repair, I'm kind of adding to the story of the garment, you know, sort of where it's been while it's been in my possession, where it might have been when it was in someone else's possession. The legacy of sort of wear and tear in garments is actually really interesting. It makes something much more interesting than if it's just a sort of box fresh, brand new garment with no personality. By mending something, obviously you're keeping it out of landfill, you're preventing, you know, a sort of kind of overconsumption and kind of throwaway problem, which is, you know, very, very much a kind of part of our consumer society. So yeah, it's good to kind of keep things out and about in the world, keep them out of landfill for as long as possible, and kind of show where your clothes have been and that they've been kind of loved and enjoyed. The whole of November is now sort of pre-Christmas consumption month. And I don't feel great about that, because it's also encouraging overproduction by big brands, which is, you know, using up a lot of finite resources, because a lot of, especially clothes now, are made from polyester, which comes from oil. So that's kind of perpetuating the sort of petrochemical industries. And yeah, just encouraging us to buy things that we don't necessarily need or in fact want, just because, you know, there's sort of the promise of a discount, or if you don't get it now, you might never be able to get it again. Whereas I think most of us probably, you know, if we're the sort of people who are shopping fairly frequently, we probably have everything we already need, and we could make do with something we already own, or repair something, or alter something, or swap something with someone else to get the stuff that we need, rather than always buying something that's brand new. So hopefully with our new London National Park City Visitor Centre, which is just off Oxford Street, we're hoping to run a repair cafe. Ideally, I'd love to do this sort of once a month and have people come in, not necessarily just with their outdoor clothing, although I think that would be really useful, because obviously our kind of outdoor clothing, if we're doing a lot of walking, you know, we're kind of working sort of outside doing gardening or something, those clothes are going to take more wear and tear than our clothes, you know, that we're just sort of wearing inside or in the office would. People can learn to mend their clothes when they don't have a sewing machine to hand. I think the good thing about repair is there's no right or wrong way to do it. Obviously there's ways to do it where you just fix something very quickly, it might last for a little bit longer. You can fix something very meticulously so it won't show and the garment looks brand new again. You can fix something sort of artistically, do a visible mend to kind of show, you know, you've had your own sort of artistic impact on the garment. I'm sort of, you know, interested in, you know, making sure that we can repair kind of outdoor gear as well, do things like sort of waterproofing, do fixes for, you know, things we really need to kind of keep the elements away while we're working outdoors. Get people to kind of really connect, as well as obviously connecting with the outdoors, you're kind of connecting with the clothing that you're wearing to sort of do those activities. Because I think there's also an element kind of within, sort of outdoor kind of sports, I think especially, that, you have to buy a lot of expensive kit to go and, participate in being in the outdoors. And I don't think that's true at all. I think a lot of people can sort of make do with things they've already got. You can buy some things secondhand, you can repair things, you can waterproof things. The other thing we're looking at doing is adding our own London National Park City sort of branding or patches to kit that people already have. Because if you're a person who spends a lot of time in the outdoors, you've already got your ideal waterproofs. You've probably shelled out money to buy the sort of kit that you want, and just being given brand new kit for no reason doesn't actually make a lot of sense when you're trying to sort of prevent overproduction and overconsumption. So I think we'd like to kind of start creating our own London National Park City branding, maybe in the form of patches, or so doing some block prints, so you can add your own print to your own t-shirt. You can add either a pre-existing patch or make your own to kind of show you're part of the London National Park City crew, but we're not a sort of an exercise in branding like a sort of big brand or a kind of big corporation.